Hello and welcome to a new video from the Embracer Games archive. To me, David here, and Natalia. And Jukka is doing the filming.
Hello.
Hello, Jukka. In last video, we asked you to come with requests if there's something special that you want to see from the archive. And we got a very good request about rhythm music games and, rather music games.
Yeah.
So we thought this was a very good idea. So now, today, for like 2 hours, I've been running around here and preparing like 5-6 tables with music games, with accessories and rhythm-based games. And I thought it would be a good idea to walk us through, see what we have.
Exactly. And it's a good spread, but as David said, this isn't everything we have. It's just a selection of what is good, and maybe some things that we have some stories related to.
And we will say we are not experts at music games, but we will speak from our mind about some memories that we have from music games, because I have plenty of nice memories from music games. But should we just get started?
Yes.
Yes. But we can start with, I will move around here, with this table. Here I put some of the objects that I thought were quite more of the older stuff, which I thought were pretty cool. And I thought this one is actually, I don't know if you know the name, here's English, Aerobic Studio.
Yeah.
It's a Famicom game where you do some aerobics and maybe some dancing, and where you use the, you can see the mat, the Family Fun Fitness. Here we have the, I think this is the American or no, this is the European version, I think, of the Family Fun Fitness. And you had 2 sides, so you can see it. I think you're using that side, but it's the same thing basically. But
it is, but it's much easier, I think, to see because,
But something that's very big today, or was very big, was the DDR dancing games. And this is like in the 80s, you could do this on your Famicom, so it's quite cool.
And we will look into that later on.
And singing games and karaoke games has always been a common thing. And here you had like a microphone set for your Famicom as well. But actually the controller too it is, isn't it? Has an inbuilt microphone as well. You can see how happy that child is.
We've never actually tried this. It would be really fun to see how it is, because you seem to play like mini games.
Yeah, there are some nice games. I don't know that much about them. But it looks cool. Yeah,
it looks really cool.
Yeah, you were going to say, Natalia.
Yeah, but you can see that from an early stage of gaming, we've always been interested in music and somehow like rhythm. So you can really see how technology has been used in different ways, not only to play the games, but we also have some examples that maybe weren't like games, but still you used hardware that people played games on. So here, for example, we have the Commodore Music Maker.
It's very cool. So you like put it on your, what you would say, keyboard or your Commodore basically. And you had some, like a piano.
Yeah, it works sort of like an overlay. And I didn't know, but there's like one for the Commodore 128 too also. Yeah.
So this is maybe not a game, but as you said, you can play the piano on your Commodore. And the sound chip on the Commodore is very nice, so
The buttons were very, very special. I hadn't actually pushed them earlier today.
And we have something similar here, the Miracle for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Basically a piano, and you have a game. So I haven't actually tried this game, but you learn to play the piano basically.
You can learn to play the piano, and I think there's like a smaller game element to it.
Yeah, but there's no screenshots here. Yeah, the screenshots I can see are not from the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Is it from the PC version?
Maybe. I think
because here it says it's for the NES and for PC.
Yeah, okay, so it could be played on different systems. And I don't know that much about this one in television. Maybe it's like the similar thing.
Yeah.
Adds magic of music to your entertainment computer system.
It feels more like a proper thing, maybe more like the Miracle than just an overlay.
Yeah. So that's some of the older stuff. We have the Drum Mania. I haven't actually played this one so much, but it's like a drum game. I think all of these were arcade games from the beginning, which were later ported to the home. And this I know is like a favorite of yours, Puppet Music.
Yeah. And you can really see the arcade element, because this wasn't very normal to have this kind of controller at home. So you can really see that someone really liked the game if they
You really want to
got
touch
this.
the buttons when you see this one. It looks so colorful as
I
well.
just want to play it.
Yeah.
I just want to take it out and
But this one was for PlayStation 2, I think.
yeah. And it's the number 8, so they really
Oh,
had.
yeah. There are a lot of these games, I suppose. And here we have something that was quite popular in Japan. I don't know if this one was released outside of Japan. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's like a guitar game, Guitar Freaks, 3 buttons, and what do you call it? Taka taka.
Strum bar.
Drum bar, yeah. But this was quite cool and came before the Guitar Hero games, basically.
And it was just like the other ones.
Yeah, arcade machine.
Exactly.
That one I think I've seen sometimes, the arcade machine at least.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And here we have one that it's actually kind of fun, but it requires some setting up because you have this motion bar and you have the maracas and
Samba de Amigo. Actually, I confess, I
Yeah.
never played this, but it seems so cool. It's like a mat that you stand on, and you have this like sensor bar that you have on the floor,
Yeah.
so it recognizes your movements.
Someday, David,
Yeah, someday, maybe today.
maybe we could get a request of us playing the games.
Yeah. And actually, I just found this one by accident in the archive. It's for the Wii. It's like an accessory for the Wii modes, so you can have like a maracas. I presume they are very similar. to,
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That even the pattern is,
I cannot see
very,
any
very-
Sega logos on this one, so I don't really know if it's.
but the colors are not exactly
Yeah.
the same, and they are inverted. And you have
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
But nice
choice.
games so far. And here I have prepared mostly, we come to SingStar later on, but mostly rhythm games. And for me, the one that really started my rhythm game interest was Parappa the Rapper for the PlayStation 1. I think when I play the games,
Yeah.
I know all the songs in my in my head. Did you check the toilet on the right or the left? Oh, it's very cool. But actually, we only have the Japanese version in the archive, and not the PAL or American version. So I think we will.
That would be awesome to
Yeah.
have and try it out.
But this became really big, according to me
Yeah,
at least.
yeah.
A lot of people have played this game.
Even people that haven't played it know about
Yeah.
it. So yeah, it was.
And it was also the graphic style, which made it quite cool, and the
Yeah.
paper, what do you call it, Paper Mario style.
yeah.
Sticker paper graphic style that made it quite unique. At least for me, it was the first rhythm game that I actually played.
For me, it actually was, I think, Elite Beat Angel or Osutake. I don't remember the Japanese game, but I played mostly the Japanese version that has other songs than this because.
And you
this
like
is the-
tapped on the screen and you
Yeah.
about moved it in like.
And you had to make
And it
was
became
really cool.
tougher and tougher. I know it was quite an early game for the Nintendo
Yeah.
DS. I think it was me and most of my friends were playing it.
But this, I think, was the one that I in the beginning played the most.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites, even though mainly to arcade, of course, is Taiko no Tatsujin.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. I think it's so festive, and they have like the Evangelion intro song and all weirdness of other kinds of like
It's like it's just one drum.
Yes.
Yeah, you maybe just use one drum. It's me. Yeah.
No, yes, you only use one, and player 2 has to have their own drum.
Yeah.
And we actually got a couple when we went to Japan, I think last time.
Yeah.
And they are super fun.
Wow.
They're super fun. But I would like to have the arcade machine, but we don't have space.
I also have to mention Vib Ribbon. It's my wife's one of her favorite games. It's like a music game. I don't know, here in Sweden it's an old TV show called Linus on the Line. It's like that graphic style. It's black background and just a white line. And you put this on, I remember you could put in your own CDs. So the tracks were created depending on the music that you were playing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, this is where I think a lot of you watching this will know about this game.
I have to try it out, actually, I feel like.
And I think quite common game. I haven't played this that much,
No,
actually. It's the
me
Space
neither.
Channel 5. I think this is part 2, as you can see here. And we have part 1 here. It was like a rhythm music
But
game.
it says 5.
Yeah.
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 It's a rhythm game for
Yes,
the Dreamcast.
yeah. But it's really.
Is she called Lula? I don't really remember.
Was it
Lala?
also released for PlayStation 2 later on?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
released for more
Yeah.
consoles.
I
After
remember the story was really weird in it, but
Yeah.
okay, I can't really recognize.
And this, I don't know for which system this one is, but it's a newer game. It's like PlayStation 5 VR, so I presume it's in VR, but I don't. The box doesn't tell me that much. Oh, there are many games here.
They've actually changed the color of her clothes.
Yeah,
Now she's
more modern. And we have to mention, of course, for the GameCube, the Nintendo Donkey Kong Bongas. Quite cool idea, actually, to play the bong. It's quite similar to the other drum game we played. But you had the drums, and you also had a mic on the drum, so you could clap your hands.
Yeah.
And this was actually in the Swedish Nintendo Championship. This was one of the games. So when you had to clap a lot, you just blow in the mic instead. So it
that's a
it's,
cheat.
yeah, it was like, but it was okay to do that. But this was a good games and also different songs depending on which country you play the version from. And this is the second one. And there were also a game that you mentioned, Jukka, just recently, Donkey Konga Jungle Beat. It's like a platform game where you use the drum. It's very cool, actually. And here we have the Japanese version of the Donkey Konga. Do you see anything other here, Natalia?
These ones you took out, and these were really
this
cool,
I
actually.
learned that Harmonix, the one who did Guitar Hero, they first released Frequency and then Amplitude. And it's like a music game. I can put on some gameplay here. You can see it really looks quite a little bit like Guitar Hero, which were the later games.
Exactly, because it has the
Yeah.
the lanes.
But I think I will have to try these games.
Yeah.
I think they look very cool.
But
we have the piano for the Nintendo DS as well. I thought it was quite fun. I stumbled upon it here in the archive. And this I don't really know what Nintendo did here. It's like a strange music game. I haven't really played it. I have it in my personal collection, but I have hardly played it.
Then you have to try it out and tell us.
And this was like a rhythm tactic game, very like pata pata pon for the PSP. It was quite popular. But now let's move on to
SingStar and all of the singing other games. I've played these quite a lot, especially with my sister, actually.
I did some light research, and it seems like the SingStar games were very popular in the north, in the Nordic region, and also in UK. I don't know how common they were elsewhere in the world. But yeah, it's like Natalia said, it's like a singing game.
And it's...
Here's for the PlayStation 3 we would mention.
This is a newer, because we had chords, I believe, to our...
And actually the original microphones you could use as a mic. It had this, what you call it, 3.5 plug or something.
But what was awesome with these games, just like the other ones here, is that you could actually have different songs in different CDs. So you could have like a Spanish version, for example. I know Spanish, so you had like Spanish songs, and we really enjoyed the 80s version. It had so many good songs, like songs by The Cure, and we had Stranglers and stuff, so it was really fun. But I know that my singing isn't like the best of them all. So
you're just smiling.
So it might not have sound as good as I thought, but in my world I was a star. A sing star.
I can still hear Spandau Ballet with Gold
but I think
reverberating through my soul.
all these games that made you discover songs that you maybe didn't know about before. So it's also like a good cultural bridge into music where you can find songs.
And here we have like newer versions of it. For example, ABBA here in Sweden, of course, they're big, but they're also known internationally. So you can have even go back in time and be part of the band.
For me, it was SingStar, which were quite first. But then, as you say, we have Let's Sing, we had Lips, we had The Voice, and I think there are many other versions of the same thing. With a microphone, like know your pitch, what you call it. You didn't have to sing well, but you could sing in the right tone or pitch. I don't really know what it's called.
You just have to follow the... But it was fun. It was fun.
And everybody could sing. It was very fun. Yeah, the last tables. This one is a personal favorite of mine for the PlayStation 1, the Beat Mania. You could feel like you are a DJ. You had the DJ's turntable, what you call it,
turntable,
and some piano keys. So I bought this. Didn't really know what it was, but it looks very cool.
Yeah, it does.
And it had cool songs, and it also had a Metal Gear Solid theme song on it.
Of course.
So I remember playing that song over and over again. But I think I played it on easy or something. It was very hard with the...
with the piano.
Yeah, I actually thought I played it a lot with my controller instead, because I thought that seemed more easier, actually. Very cool. And then I would say recently, but it's not that. It feels like recently. It's probably like 10 years ago or something. DJ Hero, this is the second one. The button is on the turntable. Cool.
Yeah, it's a bit more advanced.
Yeah.
I've only tried it, the controller, but not played it. So I really want to do that someday.
I haven't tried it, actually. Cool. And now,
these are awesome. Yeah.
We started with the dance mats, but here they are again.
And these are, I think, the kings, or the most well-known, the Dance Revolution games. And just like the earlier games, these were arcade machines to begin with.
Yeah.
You could see one here, very popular actually even today.
But good variants that you just like a plastic mat where you could play at home.
Exactly.
I remember this was very popular in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I think it was 2003, 2004.
But a lot of these like musical games were getting traction around that time, I think.
And this is very fun. And
It
also
is.
that you get to move yourself, you can get some training with playing video games. I think that's nice. And we had many variants of the dancing mats. Here we have a Nordic Games version, Dance Party, Dance Mat. And we have some Konami.
Hottest Party. But this is also Dance Revolution.
Yeah, actually
apparently.
it is.
And we have this. Do you recognize the dance?
No, I thought
stage?
this was...
No, this.
Oh,
the
no,
dancing.
no, not actually, not. But this one I just thought it was quite cool. It's for a Wii U Sing Party. It seems like you could have your lyrics in your palm with your Wiimote.
Yeah.
But I don't know, wouldn't it be easier to just watch the television?
Because that's normally what you watch when you...
Yeah.
But for me it feels like kind of dangerous. I know that I might drop it if I think about it. I'm not the steadiest hand in the world, so that might be...
Now look at the Guitar Hero games, the guitar games, they were huge.
Yes.
Like 2000, now I'm guessing a little bit, 2004, 2005.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Guitar Hero first arrived on the PlayStation 2, I think. And then Guitar Hero 2 or 3 came for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and stuff like that. And Wii.
And I've played
And
so much, like so much. It's hard to actually explain how much Guitar Hero has been played in my home.
But a good game, good design, and also it felt so cool when you did the tilting and you had the special meters. But I was never good at this. I thought I was good, but when you compare me to others, I wasn't. But it was very fun. That's the most important thing.
It was so fun, and so many good songs, in my opinion, that I could really relate to and play. So I was very happy with it, and so many parties because we had 2 guitars. Yeah. So we could really play.
Yeah, in some games the other one played bass and the other one played guitar and stuff like that.
It was really cool.
But that's a good segue into when the rock band became, because then you could. Because one thing that we're missing was that maybe 1 or 2 you could play. Yeah. But here you could,
be a band.
Be a band, 1 singer, 1 drummer, 1 bassist, and 1 guitarist. I don't know if you say it like that.
I played quite a lot of rock band, and I really liked also all the songs because they had some 9 Inch Nails songs, and I liked the drums.
The drums were quite good. Actually, felt like you were playing drums, if you know what I mean. You could actually learn
but
the
I
basics.
think, was it the rock band variant that had the cymbals also?
Guitar Hero had the cymbals.
Guitar Hero, yeah.
It also has like a MIDI interface, I think.
Yeah, and
cool.
But I don't think my neighbors liked it. My neighbors downstairs.
Yeah, you hit them pretty hard.
Yeah, you had to hit them.
With wooden sticks as well. So
I don't think it was the most popular, but I really enjoyed these games.
Yeah.
And it felt like you kind of learned something, but because with Guitar Hero, you pushed more like the buttons, but here you actually drummed.
Yeah, but let's see. Is it guitar? Which one was it? There were like a no, not the guitar. Is it like
the
the
later
rock?
No,
ones
these
had
ones.
this where you could touch play with them, so you could like do further down the neck. You had this
Yeah,
like a zone where you could
Yeah.
play like real fast.
but I think there was I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. You could play with a real guitar.
Yeah, but that's
Oh, yeah.
Rocksmith.
That is Rocksmith.
That
yeah.
is Rocksmith. So you
Yeah.
actually play with a real guitar, and that's a bit like the earlier variants here,
Yeah.
that you actually play to learn
Yeah.
the piano, and here you can learn to play guitar.
Yeah.
And I thought these were cool. It's for the Nintendo DS again. So you put this on your DS, and you can actually. There you can see on the picture, you have also a plectrum for this, as opposed to play it on the touchscreen. So it's quite cool.
I haven't tried that actually. I haven't tried it out.
And this one you know a little bit about. You get a Popstar guitar. It's like a easier version. You don't need a guitar. It's more like air guitar.
Yeah.
So you put this accessory onto your Wiimote, and then you hold it like that. And with the nunchuck, you'll basically what you call it, the strumming. Yeah,
Strumming.
strumming. So it's But I don't know how good it worked, but it's Maroon
It's a
5.
novel idea at least.
Yeah.
I mean, this one is sort of the same, but at the same time, everything you see here takes so much space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So
Yeah. Even
I
in the
think
archive.
it's a novel idea at least.
Yeah.
So then the execution, I'm not sure about if it works well or not. What's this then?
Isn't it
Standing.
something?
I think it's the same thing. Or was
Yeah,
it?
you have
Yeah.
the buttons
It's
there.
right.
Yeah.
The same thing, different version.
Oh, we forgot to mention there's also a microphone in these ones.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
could also sing along.
Yeah. So there was the whole. You could be a whole band, and just as you said earlier, these both take space, but they're actually kind of hard to put back in its original box too. So
It's
you're
like impossible to do this in a
Yeah.
good way, I
Yeah.
think. But nice. This was really fun
yeah.
to take a memory walk here with music games. I hope you liked it. If we have said something wrong or that you need to correct something, please comment. And if there's anything that you want to see more about,
Yeah.
maybe puzzle games or
Horror games.
yeah. So please write a comment and we will try to do a special video about that to see what we have here in the archive.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And please make us play games.
Yeah, yeah, wish for some games
Yeah.
that we actually play. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.